All right, guys, this is going to be a long one. You ready? Let's get started. This I've been asked a lot. It's pretty simple with CapCut PC. So we got this logo, drag and drop in the timeline. That's Google Chrome logo. Let me just reduce the size of it. Now make a duplicate of this, press Option or Alt and drag upwards. Click on the down one. Let's move it down to this side. Then go to Adjustments. Click on Curves. We just want to make it white, so we're just going to take this up. Then go to Basic. Saturation, we can take it down. Then Exposure, we can bump it so we can get a white. I think this white looks clean, but I can move contrast to a bit. Now let me just move it back here. Increase the size of it a bit. Then I can go to Video, click on Mask, Add Mask, and click on Circle Mask. Now I can just increase it a bit this way. Still under Mask, go to Feather and let's just increase that a bit. Now I can just reduce it and just place it behind this very logo. Now you can play around the feather a bit to your liking and go with it. You can now make a compound clip of this, Option G, to make it as one file. Then you can animate it to come on the screen or go out of the screen. This is similar to the glow method, but on the darker side. That sounds so weird. So we have the same logo in the timeline with the white background. Click on this, make a duplicate of it, then click on the down one. Let's move it somewhere here so we can see it. Go to Adjustments, click on Curves. Then on the highlight side, let's just turn it down. We just want to darken it. We can now go to Basic, take Saturation all the way down. Exposure, we can take it down. We just want to make it really black. Now I can just increase that and take it to somewhere here. Now go to Video, just like what we did with the glow. Go to Mask, click on Add Mask, and click on Circle. Let's increase this a bit. Go down here and then play with the feather a bit. So with this, I can just go somewhere here and play more with the feather. You can now move it something like this, depending on where you want the drop shadow to be at. So with mine, I can go something like this. So from here, you can make it one file, select all, Option G, and now you can animate it to come on the screen or go out of the screen. This will help you get access to animation curves really quickly. And using this method is going to save you a lot of time. So we have this Instagram logo in the timeline. I'm going to move it somewhere here. We're going to create 2 keyframe points to get access to the keyframe animation. Right there, I'm going to drop 1 keyframe to lock everything on that side. Then I'm going to go forward to this side and I can move it towards this side and drop keyframe on this side and increase the size a bit too. So now we have a simple movement towards that side. Now instead of just right clicking and going to show variable keyframe, or using the Option K to drop the preset on each parameter. Let me show you Option K. You can easily right click on one point here and go to show all presets. Now we can choose one of the presets by clicking on that. It's going to affect all the parameters that we added keyframes to it. So this time around, it's going to save us time. Let me show you. Instead of going Option K to bring the keyframe graphs and doing it individually on the parameters, now when you look, it's added to all the parameters we added keyframes, and this is going to save you a lot of time. This is really important. It's going to make your animations look clean and pro. So with this, I already have the animations done on this. So we're going to add motion blur. But when it comes to CapCut, when it's an image, you cannot have access to motion blur. So we need to play this trick. Convert it into compound clip. Press Option or Alt G. Now CapCut is going to identify it as a video file. Now when you go to the right side under Video, click on motion blur, you can see now we have access to it. And now we can take it somewhere to 50 and we can blend it in nicely. When I take it somewhere here and you look at it, you can see what it's trying to do. It's adding motion blur to it. If it's too strong, you can dial it down a bit more. And now when you look at the animation, it's going to look more smooth and clean and professional. This just got easier with CapCut with the new mask features. So we have video in the timeline already. Go to video and click on mask. Then click on add mask. We have it right on this side. Click on text. It's going to bring this out already done for you with the video in text. Now you can type in your text. Then I can change the font style if I want to. I'm going to go for this and I can increase the size of it to something like this. Now you can see we have our video in text, pretty simple with CapCut's new feature. And guess what? You can easily animate that to come in nicely. Let's take our playhead to the starting of it. Still make sure you are under mask. I'm going to drop keyframe on mask settings to lock all the parameters. Then I can go somewhere here and I'm going to lock everything on that side. Now take your playhead to the first keyframe that we created. That's going to be on this side. Then I can zoom in a bit more. This looks too small. I can still zoom it more. So I can go for somewhere 3000. I don't want to see this black stuff, so I can go more to somewhere 5000. Now you can see it disappear on the screen. So when you play, it's going to come in nicely. Now you can add curves to it. Right click on this, show all presets, and you can go for cubic ease and you can see it come in nicely. This will speed up your editing process like really fast. So I have my video with the effect on it already. I'm going to bring a new video in the timeline. Now what you can do, you can easily right click and go to copy attribute, or you can use this very shortcut key. That's Command or Control plus Shift C. Now you can right click on this video and select paste attribute, or you can use this very shortcut key. That's Command or Control Shift V. It's going to bring you this window. So with this, I want to copy all the video effects and leave audio off so I can turn it off. And I want to maintain the keyframe interval. So I'm going to leave it at maintain. Then I can click on paste. So now when you look, it's going to have the same effects that we had on this very video. This one is a no-brainer. Just like what we use for the copy and paste effect, it's going to save you lots of time. So you can find all the shortcut keys on this very side. Click on that. You can get access to all of them. I've already made a video on that. I'll leave a card up here. You can check on that. Now let me close this. Here are my top 3 that I use all the time. So trim to the left. It's going to be on this side. I can take my player to that very side. Then I'm going to press Q for the shortcut key. Trim to the left. It's going to trim the left side. Let me turn off this so you can see it clearly. So when I take it there and I press Q, it's going to trim that side. Now trim to the right, it's going to be W. So I will take my player to exactly that side and press W and it's going to trim that side. Now guess what? You can do it on multiple videos. Let me drag this on top of this and take my player to somewhere here. Now I can select all the video files and press Q and it's going to trim to the left. And if I want to do it for the right side, I can select all the files, take my player there and press W and it's going to trim on the right side. So the third shortcut key I use a lot is Control or Command B. So I can take my player to somewhere here, select all the files and press Control Command B. It's going to make a cut on all the files. If I wanted to cut only this file, I can select that and press Control or Command B. This I use all the time. So I'm going to bring in 2 text files. Let me bring this first one, drag and drop in here. I can change the name. Then I'm going to bring in a second one, drop in this here, and I can type in my text. Then with the second one, I can change the color to, let's just go for green. Now I want to transition from this text to this text. When you go to transitions and you try to drag and drop transition on the text, CapCut is going to warn you that you cannot add transitions to text file. So we need to play this trick. Make a compound clip of the individual text. So select this, Option or Alt G. Select this to Option or Alt G. Now let's bring it in the same line. Then we can go to transition and bring in the transition we want to use. Now when you look at it, it's going to affect the video too, even though we've got our hands on the transition working now. So we're going to play this trick lift the video up and place it on top of the text file. Now, with the video selected, go to the right side, click on the drop-down menu on Blend. Now we can select one of them on this side. I'm going to go for color dodge, and it's going to bring the text right up. So now when I play and show you, the transition is going to affect only the text file. By the way, if you're enjoying this and you want to dive deeper, I've put together a full CapCut PC course that guides you through my entire editing process. You will get step-by-step lessons, project files to practice with, and everything you need to level up your editing skills. You can check out the link below to find out more details. Alright guys, let's go back to it. So this will help you place your icons, vectors, images, or even your videos when it comes to composition. Go to the sticker side, click on that. You can go to the search box and you can search for Gridline. I already have it here. Now drag and drop in the timeline. So nowadays you can increase the scale of it. So now if I want to bring in any icons and I want to have it in the same line, it's going to be easy. I can just go to media, bring in the first icon, drop it in here, reduce the size and place it on this side. Now I can bring the second one, reduce the size. Now you can see this is the middle line and this is on the second line from the middle line. So I can place this also on the same place and now it's going to have it really aligned. Also, when you look at my video itself, it's not really in the middle. So if I want to put myself in the middle, I can click on the video, increase the scale a bit, and now I can place myself right in the middle of the screen, making the composition look clean. If the green line is too strong for you, you can easily make a compound clip of it, then go to adjustment, and you can dial down the saturation of that. Then later on when you're done with editing, all you can do is just disable it by pressing V and it's going to disappear in your timeline. Anytime you want to use it, you can turn it on again and use it. I use this a lot when it comes to video editing. So you take your playhead to where you want to export the still frame. Then you can go to these three dashes at the top, click on that and select export still frames. It's going to bring this window out. You can name it exactly what you want to name. Then you can choose exactly the location you want it to go. Resolution, mostly I go for somewhere 1080 or 720. Then I'm going to leave it at PNG. If you want it to import back in the timeline, you can turn this on. Then you can click on export. Right away, you can find it in the timeline and then you can drag it and drop in here and use it for your videos. This comes in handy when you just want to export a portion of the video to a client or you just want to post on your social media platforms. So with this, if I want to export just this portion of the video, I can make a cut on that side, Command B, and make a cut also here, Command B. Then I can select that side and press Shift X. It's going to select that very clip. Or also you can just right click, go to range and select by clip. It's going to select that very portion. Then when you go to export, name whatever you want to name it. You can export it, the location. You can choose the location, choose the resolution and click on export. This is going to export only this portion that you can use for your videos or send it to your clients. This makes it easier to edit your videos. So with this, click somewhere in the timeline, then click on modify. When you go to performance, it's going to bring this window out. Then you can turn on proxy if it's not turned on. The resolution, I like to go for 720, but depending on your machine or your PC. With this, whenever my file is more than 720, it's going to create a proxy file for me. That's going to make it easy for me to edit. Then I can click on save. This makes it easier to preview your edit in the timeline. So this is almost the same as the smooth edit, but this time around, whenever you want to scroll in the timeline or whenever you want to play back to really see your animations, it's going to play it back smooth. Just go to this side, click on this. It's going to bring all this out. So I like to go mostly for medium quality and high quality, but with full quality, if your machine or you have a lot of stuff in the timeline, it's going to be hard for you to play it back. Also, low quality, it's going to make the pictures really terrible when you look at it now. So mostly I like to stay around medium and high. But if your machine or your PC is not that strong, then I recommend you go for low quality. This feature is a must-know when it comes to video editing in CapCut PC. So I'm going to show you one scenario to use this. So let's just say I make a cut on this side and I want to select all the files. Imagine if the files goes all the way here and I want to select all of them and make a compound clip. With the Rightward key, it's simple. I can use shortcut key, bracket, close, and it's going to bring that out when you look at the cursor. Or when you go to this drop-down menu, you can select it right on that side. Then I can just click right after this file. These are the files I want to create a compound clip. So I can just click and it's going to select all that files. Then I can just right-click on one of them and go to create compound clip. Very simple. Now Command Z and show you guys. I can also move all the files in the timeline. Very easy to do that. The linkage feature in CapCut PC is now on steroids. Well, this is how to use it. So you can turn off and on the linkage right on this side. It's on now. When I click, it's going to be off. Then when I click, it's going to turn on. So this is going to be connecting all the files to this video. And let me show you how to do it with the settings. When you look next to it, it has this drop down menu. Click on that. It's going to bring this out. Then click on linkage settings. This is really powerful, especially if you're coming from Final Cut Pro. I recommend to select all of them to link to the file. Right? If you don't want it, you can turn it off. Now let me show you why I want it on. Click on done. So let's just say I have this file stretch here, right? These files are all going to be linked to this very media file in the primary timeline, including the audio file too. It's going to link to it. So whenever I want to move this, you can see it moves all the files together. This is insane. It used to work with only text and stickers. Also, let me show you when I turn this on, right? Let me show you and make a cut on this side. Command B to make a cut. Then when I select this file and delete, look at what's happened. It moves all the files together because they are linked to this file. Now let me do that again. Command Z to undo that and show you guys. If I turn it off and I delete this part when I'm doing my editing or in the middle of editing and I delete this part, look carefully on this side. It's going to move only the video in the primary timeline and it's going to run your B-roll sync to the main video in the timeline. So that's why it comes in handy when it comes to the linkage. Now Command Z and turn it on and do it once again. You can see all of them moves together and this is really helpful, especially when you are really in the middle of your edit. So I'm going to show you guys my two favorite interface layout and why I use it. So when it comes to the interface, when you go to this side, click on that, it's going to bring this out. It's always going to be on default. I like using default a lot. But when it comes to having a lot of files, then I go for media. This is what the media does. Imagine if I have so many videos to look through, it's going to bring all of them on this side, making it easy for me to drag and drop on this side. I use this tool a lot, but if you want others, vertical, if you're editing for Instagram, you're editing vertical videos, you can go for that, but I don't use it at all. I always go for media and also default. When you look at attribute tool, it has its own. If you want to go deep into the parameter side, you can go for that. So this is a video and I want to have a stroke or a borderline around it. Pretty simple. Go to media, go to library and go to background. So you can choose any background color you want to use for this. So I want to use this very color. It looks pretty clean. So I can just drag and drop in the timeline. Now I can just shape it around the video file that I have. Let me just bring it down below this very video file. And now I can shape it this way. Very simple to do that. Now you can make it one file, just select all, Option or Alt G, and it's going to create a one file for you. Now you can animate that to come on the screen or go out of the screen. Let me show you how easily you can get some cool backgrounds for your edit when it comes to CapCut PC. This trick, I use it a lot. So go to media, then we can search for, let's say YouTube. It's gonna bring all this out, right? I already have some saved as favorites, so I'm gonna go straight there. Then when you look at this, let me show you this one. Drag and drop in the timeline. Now when you look at it, before the animation come on the screen, you can see it has this nice background that you can use for your videos. So what I do is I just go to freeze, click on that. It's going to freeze that side for you. Then I can delete this one since I don't need it and use this very freeze frame. So this is really good. When you go through it, you can get so many backgrounds to use. Just like this one, you can just drag it in, go to the first frame and then click on freeze. Now you have a background nicely done for you that you can use for your edits. We are going to use logos for this effect. So I have this logo in the timeline. I'm going to animate it. So I'm going to take it to this side, go to video, drop a keyframe on transform. Then I can go somewhere 20 to 30 frames ahead and drop another keyframe on that side. Then I can just move it to this side of the screen. It's going to have this basic movement. I want to make it smooth now. So right click on that and go to show up presets. Now I can go for circular ease. So now I want to have this boomerang effect to it. What I can do is when it comes to CapCut, when I trim this side off, it's going to take the animation off when you look at it, right? Command Z. So what I can do is take my playhead here where I have the second keyframe, then click on this file and press M. It's going to drop a marker on that side. Now I can click on the logo and create a compound clip of it. Option G. Now what I can do is just trim this side to exactly where I have the marker. Click on this, press Option and drag to this side to make a duplicate. Now with the duplicate selected, go to this side and click on reverse. So this is basically going to reverse the clip. Now when I play and show you, it goes and then it comes back. What you can do now is select the two, press Option or Alt and make a duplicate one more. And now when you play, it's going to have this nice boomerang going back and forth. If you want to make it really long, let's just stretch this background, select all these files, press Option or Alt and drag it this side. Now when you play, it's going to have this continuous boomerang effect going back and forth in the timeline. Very nice and clean. So I have this screenshot of CapCut and I want to magnify only this side. Make a duplicate of it and drag upwards. Now click on the down video and press V to disable it so we can see exactly what we're doing. Now click on the top one, go to mask, click on add mask. Now let's just go to exactly where we want to magnify. Now I can take my playhead to somewhere here where I want the magnify effect to start coming in. Click on the down one and press V to enable it. Then let's go back to the top one. Make sure you click on basic, not on mask. Now drop a keyframe on transform. I can go somewhere 20 to 30 frames. And now on scale, I can increase it, bring it somewhere here. So it's going to come exactly where I want it to be. Now all I can do is right click on this, show up preset and make that smooth. Now when you look at it, it's going to have this nice magnify effect. If you want it to go back, click on this file, lock everything on transform. Then go 20 to 30 frames. And now we can take this to 100. X value is going to be 0 and Y values is going to be 0 too. Now we can make that smooth. Right click on this point, show up presets, and let's go for cubic ease. So when you look at it, it's going to magnify on the screen and then it's going to go back nice and clean. I've got 20 more tips when it comes to CapCut PC. I didn't want this video to be long. So if you like to see that video, drop a comment down below and I'll make a part 2. All right, guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.